To the GME community, it's been a long battle. Fudge, shills, corrupt hearings, corrupt politicians and regulators, smoke and mirrors, and a front row seat to the greatest clown show on planet Earth. Hey yo, whoops, let's get it, they ain't ready. About to open up a can on Mafia Don Kennedy. Short position heavy, he walked the edge of machete. The premiums, I bet margin is calling him already. And Jeff Yass taking the loss, Susquehanna going down to the tuna, Ricker spades and bananas. Wonder how much stamina Mafia got left. Gonna bond DRS till we reach you to death. DTCC, screw the brooch, big time. Jaw, you something the big doodle this time. Processing the split wrong, deliver it. In the words of Wooch, couldn't deliver it. So they splitting it absent, the dividend. Way to let us know that the Moaz is imminent. So evident, overwhelming the evidence. Share swim infinity pool, as forever, man.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
Yeah, time to deliver it. Hands turning straight into diamonds. They're shimmering. Smile on the air, but behind scenes they're quivering. Games coming soon with the mutable and it's simmering. Yeah, and I can't wait till they release that. On the marketplace, collecting pieces like I'm B-Strat. And you know I need that. Come and spin the wheel like Kyoto. GME run the game and you know so. I'm on a rant like Marantz. The financial situation of the shorts is advanced. It's a sham, it's a mockery. A land full of gluttony. Victor in California told Jimmy Chill to suck on these. These funds are just a gentle tease. They short the ETFs, rack up the STDs. Feels like I'm on DMT, Wooch and DMT, shout out to DFB, I be like
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
Yeah.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
Sold them, I hold them while it's getting swollen. Daniel W. has got the memes of the Cohen. Dave Lowry, the investors are so emboldened. Take back the power, collectors are in control. And time to get busy. Tinfoil theories, dizzy market dilly. Super stock broken down, get the word around town. Wooch and DMT up in the ears, turn it up now. And holla what now?
Swinging around, go for chucks like Kung Pao. The Moaz coming, the world be like wow. Not looking pretty for finance committee. Time to wake up, Keith, Rourke, and Kitty right now. Tried to warn me, you looking the other way. They like, there is no war here in Ba Sing Se. I'm like, okay, don't escape Pompeii. There's a fork in history, you headed the wrong way.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
By holding DRS, we're golden.
Yeah.
We by GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them. By holding DRS, we're golden. By holding DRS, we're golden. Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow Simeons, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Hey yo, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I know that's a banger. I get it. I listen to that song every day I wake up. That's my shit right there. It gets me going. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the greatest community in the world. I just want to tell you I feel good about it. I feel good about life. I feel good about what we're doing. There is a lot to talk about. Even though we had a day stream, the day show is awesome. Night stream's a little different. You might get a different crowd, different people. We have a whole world to cater to. Now, I did do the unthinkable. Whoa. There's a super chat coming through. I just want to say thank you. Don't let me sound fake to you. Thanks for the $10, bro. Here we go. Let's effing go, Marantz. GME clock is ticking. The Rantz rap song is sick. By the way, I'm so sick of Tony De Niro. Tony zero dinero. Tony no tengo dinero. Yes. Was nice meeting you that day, the other day. Hey, bro. Yeah, we met. Oh, you know what? We might have. I met at home. Let me see the picture. If I look at the picture, it'll tell me if I know who you are, bro. But I won't let me leave it alone. Whole world, baby. We're here to stay. Happy birthday to Amber, guys. Shout out to Amber, one of the realest ones out there. Don't worry. Put your boy back together again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty can't fall. Nope, he owns GameStop shares. And guess what? We're going to the moon. Really? Really? That's what we're doing? I'll tell you what. The whole stock market looked like it was on hold today. I was watching the market with you guys. I get it, but nothing? No, we're just waiting for Trump to walk out of an office and go, hey, the war is over. Hey, yo, we've signed an agreement and we all agree to this shit. That's what we're going to do. Who cares? Who cares about how much of Ukraine we're going to give up to Russia? We don't give a damn. It ain't even part of us. Tell me, how much money are we going to make off these tariffs the second time around? The second time around. They're waiting for January, guys, to compare the difference. They're going to be like, we made so much money. Did you really? Did you really? Are we picking and choosing on who to implement tariffs on and to whom? Is that that's how I feel about it. I watch it. Go, oh, they're exempt. They're exempt. Bueller. Who are we charging? Mom and pops? Is that what we're doing? I want the Mag 7 to have to pay for this economy that they're crushing it. Crushing it. It'd be so different if they had something, a product in front of me, but they don't. How many Apple 16s I got to buy? I'm over here on the Samsung 25. Same shit, different day. Even the AI models are underwhelming, if you know what I mean. Go ask OpenAI. Go ask Sam Altman and what they just produced. There's nothing. It's not fast enough. It's not good enough. It's not escalating. It's not to the moon fast enough like the stock market is. If you're going to give me valuations well above 6,500 points, then tell me, Wall Street, tell me where the earnings come from, because there has to be a multiple. And then there's not a multiple, then I make the videos that I just made where I showed you we're at 23, 24 times. But when you're at 23, 24 times a forward PE, then you have to take into consideration companies like Palantir, where they're 550 times PE. What the hell? How many years do I got to hold that shit? I got to hold it for 550 years just to get my money back on this $2 book value versus a price of $175. I'll let you look at that shit. I won't. I buy GameStop. You know what? The little company called GameStop, the little engine that actually puts out a good product, puts out the newest thing, and it's in beta mode, babe. They didn't even release it to the world yet because you don't want to be like all these other guys. Arena Club, out of stock. Who's this Courtyard IO? Nobody cares. But when it's GameStop and Power Packs, oh, baby, God talked to me today. Oh, of course I believe in God. You don't? Let me explain to you how real God is. So there I was, sitting on my porch, YouTube. And then I said, I'm going to buy a $50 Power Pack. And I bought a $50 Power Pack today. And then I go, okay, let me go. Guys, for those of you that live under a rock, these are Power Packs, guys. Look at that one. Oh, Barry Sanders got opened up. Somebody's so happy about getting it. So these are Power Packs. Here's the website. You guys want to see it? $25, $50, gold, $100. I told myself I wouldn't buy $25 Power Packs anymore because I realized they only hold 20% of the value. If I buy it, the minimum is $5, 5 to 15, yes, but you're going to lose half, or I'm going to lose, I guess, 2/3 or whatever it may be, 2/4, 3/4. I don't know. I'm not good at math, but if I buy it, I might get a $10 card. So that's not a good move for me. If I buy a $50 pack, the minimum is $25. So at least I know I'm going to get half my value back. And I bought a $50 card today. It come out to be a couple of changes. So here's the sales and payouts of the cards that I've bought so far. And right here, it'll show you plus $79.52. I put in 50, I got back 80. It took 20 minutes, 20 minutes, people, for that money to show up into my bank account. I was like, yo, I'm plus $80. Are you kidding? I put in 50. I made 30. We all know I'm not a degenerate. I'm not going to take that 30 like other people would. Take the 30 and go let it ride and then just cash out the 50. I play with house money. No. I did let it ride. I took the 30 and went and bought a GameStop share. That's what I did. That's what you should do. I don't know. This is me. You guys see my little portfolio here? 28,340. We look at positions. I had 1225 this afternoon. It's up to, oh man, it can't even show me the activity. Oh my God, because I have to sign back in. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it this way. because we're ballers like this. This is what we do. I'm gonna go over here to the Discord. Don't worry, it's right there. I bought the share 2314 right there, plain as day. Settlement date will be the 19th tomorrow. I don't care about it in the after hours. Look at the time, 2:15. Boom, it's mine. I own it. 12:26. I feel good. Keep buying, guys. Keep grinding. Keep doing what you do. Hey, Sam, I know you're new here, Sam, on the Discord. I don't know. I've never really seen you. But, Sammy, when it says 15 days to cover, chill out, bro. That thing could go to 1 tomorrow. It's not days to cover on the short position is not, that doesn't mean shit. It just means there's no volume on the stock, babe. We're dry. We're about as dry as my ex-wife's chicken. Holy shit. I'll never forget talking about that shit. You guys, listen, she's going to take some shots here. She's going to take some indirect suppression fire. I don't know. Just collateral damage. Hey, the worst cook of my lifetime, my first wife. And I'm sure, and I'm not the only one who says this. I asked my kids, I said, hey, I haven't been around your mother in years. Tell me the truth. Is her food that bad? Hey, walk straight to my wife, right? My number 2, the best one. I'm going to walk straight to my wife and go, Mom, your food is so much better. Her shit is terrible. My son goes, we eat kale and quinoa. We eat quinoa and kale for dinner. I was like, who are you, Jay Kerwin? No, you got to eat something, bro. I can't do it. I couldn't. And it was... her chicken, oh man, I don't know what she did. She just used to put it in the oven. Oh, it would come out so terrible. It had no flavor. You would chew it. Have you ever tasted chicken that's like boiled chicken? Have you ever had that before? Oh God, it tastes like an MRE. As a matter of fact, I used to have MREs, meals ready to eat. If you guys do not know what that is, in the military, just add water. I used to have MREs in my apartment and at my house, before I ever ate her dinner. I would have like a little chili mac MRE. I don't know. I was eating the pork chop MRE. Number 13, I don't know. It was better than her dinner. Oh, her shit was garbage, bro. Matter of fact, true story, her brother ends up, unaliving, committing suicide, whatever happened. It was accidental. It sucked. It really sucked for all of us. And I had to call her. She was in Iraq at the time. I call her, tell her, come on home. She came home. And, it was scary because he had to go stay at that house where he passed away. And we're trying to get along. We're 20 something years old, guys. It's a crazy life. And her mother was like, hey, I want to move in with you guys. I have no one here to take care of me anymore. Can I move in? And hey, guys, let me tell you something. A financial decision, a family decision, try not to do that one. Try not to move in the mother-in-law. Oh, shit. If any of you guys are in that scenario right now, I bless you. Oh, man, the blessings are from high above. It is the most difficult thing to do. Because whatever animosity they have towards each other, you're in the middle of it, and we all know whose side you're taking. You're taking your wife's. And if you're not, holy shit, now it's really bad. And then, the good thing about my former mother-in-law, she could cook. She was a decent cook. It was different. She's not Mexican, so it was a different type of food for me. But hey, I ate it. And then I started saying, man, let your mom cook. Get out that kitchen, girl. Shit. That was it, but she could cook. God rest her soul. She was great. But that was she was a grandmother of my children, so it wasn't bad. Dan Marant's been around the block. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? I was married. That's it. I was married, then I wasn't married, and then I got married again. That's my life. 2. That's it. And there won't be a third. Oh, hell no. Oh, brothers, let me tell you. My wife, we were having a conversation the other day. My wife was like, baby, anything ever happens to me. And I said, shut up. You're going to outlive me. I don't want to hear it. And then it was like, would you remarry? I said, excuse me? And we talk this way. We ask these questions and we talk about life because, one, it still happens. Life still happens around you. It keeps going. And, my GameStop story could end tomorrow. Believe it. My legacy will live on. My kids will hold my shares forever. My wife will understand what they meant to me. My channel will still be here, and you'll be able to see the videos and all the times we've enjoyed each other. I don't delete it like Richard Noon. I'm not that guy. I'm all about what we're doing. But my legacy could end, or my life could end, but my legacy won't. And I'll tell you something else, though, guys. My cousin, Dannon, passed away. And I went and saw him last week. I saw him at the cemetery, and it triggers my brain about just how fragile life is, because he was a little bit younger than me, but we enjoyed each other's company as humans, as people, as bros, as gaming buddies, everything. And it's sad. It's sad because you see other people carry on with their lives and how they interact. And some people say, well, you don't know how people are grieving. I'll never forget the guy who bought a big screen TV when his son died. And I was just like, that's just what you're going to do? That's what you're going to do. You see these two parents right now all over TV. Their kid, Emmanuel, gets kidnapped. It's right up the street from me. It's in Cabazon and Ukaipa. And they're like, yeah, kid got kidnapped. And I'm like, there's no way that could be me. My kid gets kidnapped. I'm broken. I'm dead. I'm tired. I'm done. Well, then you find out the truth about the mom. I don't know if it's a stepmom or mom, whatever it may be. Her story doesn't check out. 2, her brother is convicted of murder and trying to cover up the murder as a suicide. 3, her husband, the father, is a convicted felon for child abuse. There's something happening here because the parents aren't reacting the way normal parents would react when their child's abducted. And no one's getting crazy enough just for me, right? So if somebody says, what would you do? Would your life still carry on? And it's only because I'm looking at people around me and how they're reacting. I had someone very close to me, or someone that I've known my whole life, that I grew up with, everything. Their spouse passed away last week. Well, it passed away about a month ago. Finally, boom. My wife and I see them at the club. And my wife is like, there's no way, honey. And I was like, really? She's like, there's no way. And I know why my wife says there's no way she could go to the club if I were to pass away. Because we are the club. That's us. She would just be there crying. And she couldn't dance ever again. I told her I'll never dance again. She's my last dance partner, guys. I said that years ago. This is my last dance partner. 1, she's a better dancer than anyone I've ever danced with. 2, we know each other that well. That's what we do. So, yeah, it's hard for me to see people react a certain way to certain events and then how they grieve with it. I'm like, no, that couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. But I just want to let you guys know, if you guys see my wife out there after I pass away and I'm gone, and she's out there selling my shares, or she's out there talking about she's the real influencer from the start, I call bullshit, mama. You better understand the sacrifice we put on this planet. But I'm just saying, I'm just talking. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know how I got there. Marantz, I just watched your Richard Newton goodbye video. You're the best, my man. Hope you're happy here. Colin, I'm doing great. I don't have a problem with Dick Newton. Richard, I don't have a problem with him. He's a flip-flopper. He wasn't dedicated to it the way you think he is, or the way that these guys portray him out to be. I guess everyone's pumping his stuff that way. No, he was selling options. He was trying to dabble into that world, trying to be the next Warren Kitty. His thesis did not play out the way he said it would. Said we were in these windows, this is going to be the mountain, and maybe he put money behind it. Maybe he lost too much, and maybe that's where he's at. He's overextended himself. But to delete videos, that didn't make any sense to me. And it's like, he gave some bullshit ass reason, and for him to delete videos and then make comments on Superstock and then post on Twitter, it's like you want to walk away, but you can't walk away. If I'm gonna walk away, you'll never hear from me. It'll be like Cosmic, bro. It'll be like you had videos one day and you're out. But he even deleted them. So I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what anyone's doing. I'm doing me. And if you like me, then you roll with me. If you don't, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give one. Not one if you don't like me. It's just that way. Daily and night show. Short videos too. What the F is happening? You can do this. You can do this to me. My girlfriend is going to buy me a plane ticket if she keeps catching me watching you when I'm supposed to be sleeping. Mr. Chungus. Yeah, it's going to be like that, man. I've made a conscious effort to post more, be around more, and just do more with the channel. And like I've said, I've gotten in contact with YouTube as far as how we're going to do it. They have tutorials, they have people, they have liaisons. My show is big enough for the Perks program, and they contact you that way. So if you're not familiar with the Perks program, stuff like this, where you've scored a limited edition, blah, 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 made you just valued partner, the one-of-a-kind item, thank you for all your hard work and creativity. We'd love to see this, blah, 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 show you your magic. It's stuff like that where they send you these things and they contact you and you work on it. And then they're in your email, and then they send you these PowerPoint presentations and they send you Zoom calls, and you start understanding how they want to run their business. They're running their business through your platform, so are you going to be all in? I never really have. I've always like pushed it away, but it's to the point where I want to transition how I do things or what I do, and I'm just going to hit you with more truth. So we'll get back to it right now. That's it. The Dynamite guy stopped posting videos too. Maybe he sold shares like, who knows, man. I don't know who the hell Dynamite, Dynamite underscore 41? Oh, I don't think Dynamite sold. Not at all. If you're talking about Dynamite underscore 41, no. Dynamite, first off, he has a lot more shares than you could ever imagine. I've seen his total before. He didn't realize that he showed it on one video. The second thing was, he's a single dude. He's running a job. He's in property management. He's doing his thing, and he's busy. What if Dynamite got a girlfriend? You know, he's a good-looking dude, well-spoken man. What if he just got busy in life? That happens, guys. There's people out there that become best friends with people, and you know what? Did you marry your best friend? Like my wife and I, we're best friends. Straight up, we tell each other everything. We talk. We spend time together. Everything we do is with each other. There's seldom time that hey, I'm going to go kick it with so-and-so. That's far and few. And it's happened, but it's just not for us. And it's not that we don't trust each other or that this isn't what we are. Or we don't have friends out there. No, I could call a buddy of mine right now and go like, yo, bro, let's go get a drink. We're already there at the bar. We're there tomorrow. Like, that's just the way it goes down. No, I'm good, man. I don't enjoy myself if I'm not around this person. That's how it worked out for me. Like, I absolutely enjoy this person. You think about all of the qualities that your partner has. Are they your friend? Were they raised like you? Did they grow up in the same culture and upbringing? Like my wife and we have this thing in common. We don't speak Spanish. Okay, it's frowned upon. You're in a Hispanic culture. You don't speak Spanish. My father speaks Spanish. My mother speaks Spanish. My grandparents speak Spanish. My sister fluent in Spanish. Everybody speaks Spanish. We don't. You don't know the bond that is in a way, because we look at each other. We both have the same. We have the same. Hey, do you know what the hell they're saying? I don't know. All right, walk up. Hey, I don't even like this song. Neither do I. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know. I'm just giving you a quirky little thing. But we're both Cowboy fans. We're both Laker fans. We both raise our kids with the same intent. Like, we do a lot of things together, and we rely on each other. Even this, when I had this conversation with my wife on Friday about YouTube and how I wanted to approach it and how I wanted to approach my career, she was like, did you get enough out of what you've done so far in your career that did you leave anything on the table? Are you second guessing your next move? And I was like, no, I'll second guess YouTube before I ever second guess what I've done for my corporation. I literally, I want this more. It's what I want to do. It's not work for me. It's a pleasure. It is work, but it's pleasure. So that's how it worked out for me. I can translate for you? Yeah, no problem. I appreciate that. Next thing I got to do is I think I broke my stool. It's been making a lot more noise than normally. I always have a nice stool that I sit on that protects me and I can move around. I can do anything. Nah, not this time. Marantz, you're the GOAT. Thank you. Marantz, what do you think about the NVIDIA documentary, 3-hour one on your Discord? I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it. You want me to watch a documentary on my Discord about NVIDIA? That's not for me, bro. Honestly. Is it the AI GPU black market, NVIDIA black market investigation, smuggling corporation? Is it that one? Yo, old school. Hey, you've been posting some shit in the channel. Okay, this is absolutely crazy to watch. A bunch of gaming hardware reviews that we were able to uncover, but this government is turning a blind eye because it keeps the market afloat. Complete joke. Well, yeah, absolutely it's a complete joke. You're telling me a gaming company developed these processing chips that are now input into computers, supercomputers, and data centers, and this is how the large language models are adapting and learning AI, and this is what's going to drive the economy. I'm just going to tell you guys something. Driving the economy and setting up the infrastructure are two different things. You're setting up the infrastructure with money being spent, and we're awarding these companies with crazy value based off of CapEx expenditures. How much money did they spend? And you can spend all the money in the world and give it to these companies, but these companies have to have results. They have to give you profit of some kind. The fact that they're NVIDIA, they do mark-to-market accounting, that's the flaw here in this market. That means this whole market is inflated with contracts that have not been paid for yet. Nobody has paid for this profit that they're spending. You're looking to pay out all these payments over time, whether you're Microsoft or you're Meta or any of them. I don't care who they are. They're all trying to pay for these contracts, but they don't have the refund. They don't have anything to do it. All they're relying on is advertising money. That's all they're relying on. The advertising money that comes rolling in, boom, keeps the economy flowing, and then they put it right back out there in share buybacks and CapEx. That's the economy. That's what we're doing. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you guys something. At some point, one way or the other, someone's going to find out just how fraudulent this market is. Because it happens every 30 years, every 20 years. A big event happens. In this case, all the baby boomers are going to be passing away within the next 10 to 20 years, and you're going to have new home ownership that's not going to be realized. Why? Because everybody that's buying the homes right now, it's not the American dream, it's the corporate dream. You're going to have to rent them because you can't afford them. They're going to price you out. And as they price you out, you see companies out here that they want you to buy. And they're saying, this is the next one, Open Door Technologies. Open Door Technologies today had 400 million shares traded back and forth. That was the volume. The number one stock traded in the stock market today. Number two, Intel, 200 million. And you're going to tell me Intel is going to be state-owned. It's going to be owned by the government. And this is a company that I want to buy in, that I think is going up in value. I have stayed out of politics. I have stayed out of government-owned things for a very long time. But you're telling me that companies like Palantir, who went ahead and penciled in a $10 billion government contract for the next, 5 years? 7 years? And it was like not even a lot. It came out to like $10 billion. And I was like, you're doing $1 billion a year? That's it? But Palantir got a guy in the damn LTC, Lieutenant Colonel, got promoted. You're like, we put a Palantir Chief Technology Officer as an honorary Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Army, and all because of $1 billion a year in revenue. That's what we're doing. We're giving them $500 billion in revenue as a company. Who owns the company? Who's invested in Palantir? You need to do that homework. You guys need to see who's getting these valuations for this market where, yeah, it's the heaviest it's ever been. But it's only heavy because they have a PE ratio of 550. Everybody's trading at 100 times book. Oh, you don't believe it? Go look at NVIDIA. Go look at Apple. Go look at everybody. Their book is trading 50x minimum. Then you got a company like GameStop. Oh, it's overvalued. It's only 2 times book, people. Let's calm our shit down. Let's calm down and let's look at the real villains of Wall Street. They might paint you as a villain. They might talk about you as a villain. We're a $10 billion problem. We're a tick on the dog that is. That's it, bros. We're nothing. We're just a tick on your ass. We're not going to let it go. 3 hours? Damn. What's 3 hours? Oh, that damn. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. I mean, I guess I have to watch it. If you guys called it out in the chat, I guess I'll watch it tonight as I'm playing League of Legends or something. Pornhub ain't got shit on Marantz. I try to tell you. Mike. I'm not playing with you guys. Pornhub, what are you guys going to look up? Look up male gigolos. Hey, first thing's going to pop up, Rico moonwalking in his socks in a hotel room. Hey, those were real videos. If people could see him now. Oh. I don't forget. I'll never forget. And if you're not old enough to forget, to never forget, then you shouldn't be in this chat. It's a little different. All right, guys, listen, here's what's happening with the stock market, all right? I know I got a lot of antic in my voice, and I'm like super excited about this. Here's a chart. Here's GameStop. GameStop doesn't get affected by politics. It doesn't get affected by headlines. That's the rest of the market. What happens with the rest of the market, and GameStop had this downward trending channel, had support come up, it broke out, found it, went sideways, equilibrium is here. Do we teeter? Do we fall? No, we're just inching our way up on this timeline here. So sideways, up, and a breakout's going to happen eventually. But here's the true triggers of this market. Bitcoin is being gutted right now. If you look at the 1 hour, this is what Bitcoin looks like, guys. It is monumental crashes from 124 a coin all the way down. You've lost $9,000 a coin. If this is the way you guys want to play this out, Wall Street, pushing down on Bitcoin now, getting ready for the biggest drop of your lifetime because the Fed's going to open their mouth. The Fed has a meeting on Wednesday, I believe, at Jackson Hole. If you guys don't know what Jackson Hole is, that's a place in Wyoming. And these guys go out there, this little summit in a cabin in the woods, and they talk and they say, hey, guess what, man? We're going to go ahead and we're not going to drop rates this September. Or the economic data doesn't support that. I don't think it supports that. I think the labor numbers are not there. I think the consumer price index is not there. I think the producer of the PPI number is not there. Producer price index, I don't think it's there. I think that if you're looking to drop rates like Wall Street is punched in, and they priced it in a while ago by pumping up the stock this high. You're not getting 3 cuts. You might get 1 cut. but you can't drop it below 3.5. And the last thing to drop is going to be housing. Housing doesn't come along with the federal funds rate is around 4.25. And when you look at credit card debt, you look at student debt, this is what people are afraid of. You've now put in this thing where the student debt is going out and they're actually doing what do they do? They put a levy on your account, or they're taking the cash straight out of your check. And these guys they're trying to figure out, like, why did you guys send me to college 10 years ago? I can't afford it. I can't afford to live. This inflation number is about to get really heavy. It's going to hurt a lot of people, certainly rolling into the holidays. So it's going to be hard to be into consumer discretionary stocks and promote them and pump them and tell the world this is going to be a good thing when the whole idea is that it's not a necessity. You know, video gaming is not a necessity. Collectibles and cards are not necessities. But that's what Wall Street's going to portray and paint out to you coming up real soon. Because the true fear on Wall Street is here. Let me tell you how fearful they are. Wall Street comes out and they sit down and they say, I want to know what Zelensky's going to do in Ukraine. I want to know what we're going to do with Russia. And the truth is, that's none of your concern. Your concern should be, what are we doing with tariff money now? Why is our deficit $37 trillion? Why is it an all-time high? If oil's so great, remember this, look at crude oil. You're coming all the way down. It's found a south bottom. You're in from the 60 to 70 range, and you're going to tell me that gold's at 3,500. Okay, remember, when gold drops and oil at the same time, that's a recession. And I've seen it happen. I saw it happen in February. And when it was happening, I was like, here it is. Here we go. Here's the true recession. Here's the bomb being put. And Trump stopped it. Trump stopped it because he went in there and he made an announcement. He said, hey, 90-day reprieve. Went in there after 90 days and said, hey, an extended 30, just pushing along the negotiation and the fear tactic that you might have on the planet. And the fear tactic puts people in place, puts China in place, puts UK in place, puts India in place, puts people at this spot where they're like, okay, are we going to let this whole thing implode? Are we really going to let this economy implode because you want a certain dollar, you want to save face? You're a lame duck president. You're in a lame duck session. You're going to go for a third term? It's not going to happen. So what exactly do you think you can do in the next 3 years? How much pressure do you think you can put in? I'll tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be an explosion in this market, and they're going to blame people. And some of these people they're going to blame are going to be on the way out. They're going to walk out of here with their tail tucked between their legs. Jerome Powell is a sacrificial lamb for the United States government. And I'm going to stick to this because I stuck to it just, 2 years ago when he got reelected, and they said, reinstated, I should say. And they go, oh, you know what? He's going to stay here. Oh, really? He's the one who couldn't call inflation. He said it was transitory. He said it's not real. And now this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with guys who don't know how to increase interest rates enough to put the pressure. Remember, they don't want to be the reason why the economy buckled and breaks. They don't want to be that reason. But they're not going to have a choice coming up real soon. That's what's going to happen to the stock market, guys. And I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not going to be the guy to tell you that we didn't see it coming. I'll tell you why. GameStop. I'll give you an example of GameStop the stock, right? GameStop the stock right here on the chart. We'll go look at it really quick. GameStop owns Bitcoin. Awesome. But GameStop today on the 5-minute chart, I want to show you guys. Peak to trough. Okay? That means top to bottom. From the top of the stock today, it was 23.17, the bottom being 22.90. And that's way over here at the beginning when it opened up. It opened at 22.94, came out the gate, and I'll even go to the minute chart so you can really see it. This is just so you can see everything. Because remember, the scale's going to look massive because it only moves 17 inches. Or 17 cents, I should say. But this is them coming out the gate, go down, and then go up. As from the top to the bottom, you're looking at around 27 cents max. There's nothing here. There's no need to control it this way. You have a large little spike in there in volume, and it hits, and boom, it tags it. You did 5 million shares today. This should be a stock that's climbing to the right, and it's not. Holding it down is one thing. Waiting for the next announcement from the Fed, waiting for another period in time when you can make announcements like, hey, the war's over. Hey, we have this transition. Here's this agreement. There's plenty out there. All of China's not on board, but you're going to tell me that we're selling chips across the world via NVIDIA, and they're not doing it illegally at all. Nope, all the money's here. So you guys pay attention to these macro environments, please. That's what I pay attention to. I was looking at something really quick. It says 215 million. Oh man, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that talk today. I had made a note here to talk GameStop. It was just on my mind. Yeah, dude, I spent a whole hour watching Dustin Bieber videos. You guys don't know Dustin Bieber? That guy I told you about earlier. I told you about him earlier today. The fake in Vegas. He's the fake Justin Bieber. Is hilarious, bro, for me. But we'll talk GameStop fundamentals in a minute, guys. We'll go over them. Let's go to the website. All right, let's not get lost in this whole 15 days to cover shit. All right, that doesn't matter. It's all about volume. Anybody seen Tony De Niro lately? I told you. That guy didn't know what he was talking about last night. Oh, shit. Put him in his place. Okay, let's check out the Discord first before I get to anything. There's good vibes. Yeah, I agree. Investment is pending. Cool. Only buy $5 of it, man. That's what I do sometimes. It never gets old. All right. Let's look at this. It says all these fake outflows. Yeah, the outflow's massive on GameStop. Sure it is. Oh, man, 16 versus 9. I'll believe that. That is absolutely a fake outflow. I think it was Jay sent me something that hit the wire. It was really crazy movement. Let's see if I have it. Let's see if I can find it right here, guys. Don't worry about all those buy orders. We're good. Say, oh, that game's so hard to beat. He goes, it wasn't hard to beat. You guys are hilarious in the Discord, by the way. I just want to put that out there. If the people actually read this Discord, it is hilarious. Okay, none of that shit. I don't care about any of this. Okay, let's go look at what Jay sent me. Jay sent me something here. It was, this was it. Is this what it was? Yeah. Okay. I want to say yeah. Okay, so a lot of people ask about price discovery, right? Let's see if I can, hold on. Let's see if I can make this bigger. No. Like that. Let's see if I can, man, it won't get bigger. Okay, I can do it a different way. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Then we're going to go here. I'm going to make it bigger right now, guys. Just give me a second. We're good there. Ooh, I still have that. Yeah, I still have that. Good. Get rid of this one. Don't mind me, guys. This is the tape. We're going to watch the tape right now on all of this. Okay. And let's make this as big as possible. Don't mind me, okay? We don't need me here. Okay, so here is the GameStop tape. And it tells you the trades that are done. And whether they're in the dark, it'll say exchange, dark pools, right? New York Stock Exchange, you'll see all the names over here. You'll see the time on the far right. You'll see the side, is whether it's ask or bid. And then you'll see the values, okay? A lot of this is all going to be on the dark side. The one that actually hits the close is going to be 336 million shares, or 336,000 shares, so sorry, at 23.11. So at 23.11, you saw multiple trades come through, but one's for 7 million, and all the dark is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-ish. The counter from the close, from the bid to the ask, that's going to be the exact same amount of volume and ask on the other side of the same price. So pretty telling what's happening here. These are internalized trades, guys. And when I say internalized trades, I'm saying that they are doing trades on exchange versus off exchange to pin down the price. That's how I feel. It's been happening for years. Control and scroll in. Oh, is that what I can do? I don't know. Look him up. Damn, he had that crowd. Yeah, he did. Marantz, you're the Dustin Bieber. Absolutely, bro. Marantz, been a minute. Vincey, how you doing, bro? Appreciate you, Vinny Elliott. Tony De Niro, I know you're here. You want to see my Calvin Klein. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not knocking him if he does, bro. I mean, come on. Can't knock somebody for their preferences. That's ridiculous. You'd be a bigot if you thought that way. I support everybody and everything they want to do. Shit. Tony's an amazing man. That's it. Anyway, I was going to tell you guys something now about, no, we're good. I'll leave it all alone, guys. All right, let's talk about what's happening this week. This is going to happen this week, guys. These are earnings. Let's go down the line. Let's see what we expect. We did have earnings today right here after the market close, AMC, not to be confused with the failed company. After market close, there was earnings right here in BHP and WDS and BEKE, but I don't care about any of those companies, really. I was looking at them. I think the only one people cared about was Apollo, and then Apollo, their CTO agreed to step down, which was pretty cool. But what I'm looking for is tomorrow. All right, so let's look at it tomorrow. So tomorrow, before the market opens, BMO, Home Depot. So Home Depot in the morning when you wake up, we're going to look at that. It'll tell you a lot about the economy and, housing and remodeling and any spending somebody might have. So I'm looking at Home Depot. From what I can see today, to give you an example about today, you had 1, 2, 3 companies that had more market cap than GameStop, and they traded today. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go look at those companies right now to see if they warrant the market cap to be worth more than GameStop. Guys, I'm looking for it all. I'm looking for the smoke. Let's see if GameStop can beat out some of these companies, certainly with their earnings coming out. Next thing is tomorrow, you have a lot of companies that have more market cap than GameStop. All these companies, and guess what we get to do? Look at all of those tomorrow. The next day, because I want the earnings report to be with it. Wednesday, you have a good amount as well, right here. So all of these companies, let's see if I know any. Baidu, I know who that is. Estee Lauder, Target, there we go. Lowe's, and TJ Maxx. Then on Thursday, more big boys. Walmart, Intuit, Workday, Ross, Zoom. I'm looking for all this week. Full Truck Alliance, Miniso Group Holdings. Miniso still around? Man, we got to talk about them. Somebody asked me about Vips and said, Marantz, Vips is the only one I see on the sheet that's just as good as GameStop, and it's a good company. It is an absolute good company. I don't invest into anything other than GameStop, but I will tell you it's hard to judge a company that is a Chinese-based company. Very hard because you don't know if the revenues are real. You don't know if the information's real. So I try not to get involved. But let's go look up these 3 companies that reported earnings today. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see, did the numbers show up yet? The numbers have not shown up here yet. So that's part of the problem. I like to know what they did right now. But let's go look at this sheet first, and then I'll go look up the hopefully the 10Q or the 8K when they release their earnings today. So let's look at revenue first. Financials in millions, CNY. What is CNY? It's not dollars. CNY, is that Canadian or what is that? Is that Chinese? What is CNY? Well, that's all part of my stuff I'm still doing. Okay, Google CNY. It's Chinese. Okay, so it's Chinese. All right, so it's a China company. So don't be confused on the revenue here. It's not necessarily 23 billion like it states, but it's pretty damn close. All right, but let's just see if they're profitable. Coming in, operating income, $590 million. Not bad. So we'll see what we're walking into. Looks like a good company. But remember, $590 million is not $590 million US dollars. To give an example, 590 is 82. Is that right? $82 million. So $82 million is their profit. What's the ratio? 0.4, so it's 6, basically 6. So $1 US is 7. So 7. So divided by 7. Whatever you see, divided by 7. So these guys are here, basically 100. I get you. $100 million what they make. Not bad. Not bad. Looking at it, margins kind of trashy for what they are. Ops, not there, not there. This is not the best sheet in the world. They are a company. They do okay on income. Let's look at the balance sheet. They have a lot of cash, but we got to divide that by 7, so it's not nearly enough. But they're okay. Where did they come from? Previous year they're at 53 billion, and now they're at 44 billion. So, yeah. So If you divide that by 7, what does that come out to? Like 5? 5 billion? No. 7 times 6, 42. Yeah, so they're around $6 billion. Cool. Not bad. It's hard to do all this math on the spot with you guys. But $10 billion worth of assets, cool. Active assets right here, total long assets, they're not bad. Let's see liabilities. Not bad. Retained earnings, none basically. They finally went positive after being negative all these quarters. Wow, that's a true grind to make a profit. This is nice. This might be the up and coming stock. 68 billion. Divide that by 7. Looking at a $10 billion company. Shareholder equity. How many shares do they have? $19. Book value is $59 per share. What was shareholder equity right here? What do they have? 1 billion shares? Not even close. That can't be a U.S. number. Is that a U.S. number? Yep, they got 1 billion shares. There it is. Wow. So, big market cap. Revenue, market cap, 21 billion. Sure, I guess. We'd have to look at these guys later on. They pay a little dividend here. It's a strong buy. They got a price target of $24, 18 a share. Go back to financials. They're at $18 US dollars a share. It says here that they actually have a it's on the sheet. Sorry. It says here that they're actually book value of 59. Divide that by 7, really. So it's not, the value's not there. Let's go. So $10 a share. So they're trading at 2x. 2x. Yep, right there, 2.2. Hey, that was last quarter. I wonder what they're doing now. But hey, 2.2 sounds about right. Sounds like they should be more. It's hard to judge a Chinese company. I'm telling you guys. I didn't make that up. I was telling you. It's hard to judge them, bros. That's why Alibaba doesn't get all the love they get. But we'll go to it. Next one is going to be WDS. Woodside Energy Group. They're US dollars. Not bad. Let's check them out. So the market cap is $33 billion. Okay. Revenue is massive. There must not be margins in wood. They got a 2 billion share float. Oh my God. P ratio of 9. Oh, man, they must have been around forever. Look at the dividend. This is an old school lumber stock. This is tough, man. What the hell are they doing here? Energy. This is this is tough. All right, so they announced earnings now, so hopefully it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and see their revenue. It's up there. I don't need that chart. I don't need that. So revenue's here, profits here, operating income, boom, 1.6 billion. Not bad. It's biannual, so they report it this way. Net income 1.6 billion. Okay. Free cash flow, they don't have any. I don't know what's going on there. They're just paying it out. And here's the problem. Ops margin 23, profit margin 22. That's massive, dude. It's a massive number for this company. So maybe 30, that's a hard company to read. $4 billion. Not bad. 61, 36. Net cash, they don't have cash at all. Book is $18. Let's go check it out again. They're trading that below. Wow. Maybe. I mean, this is a hard one to buy. Yep, below book. But it's because it's been around forever. Energy's hard to judge. It's not like other stores. It's not like other stuff. Yeah, good for them. That's a monster. That's a monster right there. I got to see what the income statement looked like today. We'd have to go check that out. WDS. What did it look like today? And then BHP. So right now, I can justify all these companies having valuation that's worth a damn. I mean, they're valuable companies. Not bad. I'm not mad at any of these companies. This one has a market cap of $136 billion. It's going to be fun. So let's see how overvalued this damn thing is. Revenue is $53 billion. Oh, man. That's crazy. Net income is 11. Shares outstanding, 5 billion shares. Oh, another one. Huge dividends payout. $2 a share. That's pretty good return on a yield. That's a 4.5% yield. You guys want to buy short-term securities or go ahead and go buy this stock? That's not bad at all. Financials. Here we go. Revenues there. Gross profits there. Operating income 19. What the hell? Something's got to be wrong. Oh, it can't. Yeah, it's not in yet. It's not real yet. It's not real. Okay, operating income's 8. Okay, that's more. Dude, do they not have expenses? They don't have it until quarter 2. So it's like here? Is that 12? I mean, I guess we can go here. $12 billion what they're making. Not bad. Net income 6. After it all? Yeah, okay, cool. Good, Mark. I mean, it's a great business model, whatever they're doing. I don't even know what this is. BHP Limited. I guess I go read about it. Cash, $9 billion. GameStop. No, these guys are massive, dude. Shareholder equity, $49 billion. Oh, goodness gracious. They're at $9 a share. Not bad. Not bad. Even they get to trade at 5 times book. I wonder if Marantz got that right. Marantz got that right? 5 times book, guys. Remember that. Everybody gets to trade at 5 times book. So solid companies reporting with bigger market caps. I don't have a problem with that at all. Not at all. I answered some questions before we jump to the next part of the show. We'll get there. Let me go ahead and close this out, though, for you guys. We did earnings. We'll check out more tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be able to go on them. Let's go look at the most boring website ever, GameStop. GameStop.com. It looks terrible now because I'm trying to compare it to Power Packs, and I can't. Look at this thing. Oh, I used to love this website. I was like, yo, this is amazing. And now I'm just like, yo, have you seen Power Packs? It's 2,767 cards. Let's go ahead and look at the chat. Let me get to you guys before we actually start. Emerald Man, I should have caught up. Time 2X as well. Loving all the extra Marantz content lately. Thank you, man. Wonder what you got to say about Bed Bath & Beyond now. Wonder what you got. Job Hunt? How you doing, bro? What do I have to say about it now? The same thing I said about it 3 years ago? It's a terrible investment and I'll never touch it. Same thing I said 2 years ago. It's going bankrupt and you shouldn't touch it. The same thing I said a year ago. If you're invested in that company, you got bamboozled by PP Seeds and that whole crew because they're all wrong about what's happening to your equity. What do I have to say about it now? Did I miss something? Is there something that I don't know about it? Here, let me post this right here. Click the link. Tell me what you think. Come on in. Click on the link and we'll talk about it. It's right there. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Let's talk about Bed Bath & Gone. What do I have to say about it? Job Hunt is the accurate name for you. Absolutely. That guy needs to look for a job. Can't pump out Bed Bath & Beyond to me, bro. All right. So let me read the chat now. Are we good now? Thank you. I can't keep up, Marantz. Oh, man. Sorry. I was just catching up on this morning's stream. Frank, you can keep up. Listen, I got asked this question. How can I help support the show? I want this show to be, what it's always going to be. Somebody wrote me a message, and it, rocked my world. It did something to my heart. It said, one day, Marantz, I was actually listening to a motivational speaker. I was because that's what I do. In the mornings, a lot of people listen to gospel, scriptures, whatever, music. Whatever. I listen to motivational speakers. And in the morning, I let it play while I'm getting my show ready. It's like my classical. It's like my Mozart. It talks to me. And, don't run away. Come on in. Tell me what you think. I'll be here. Anyway, listening to this guy talk, and he said, however big you're thinking about yourself, you're not thinking big enough. And I was like, man, shit. And at the same time I read that, somebody wrote me a message on one of my videos, and he said, I can't wait for one day for you to be the most watched man on YouTube. I was like, what? Am I not thinking big enough? Should I think that big? That's crazy, right? Now, he's like, no, man, your show, everything, it's great. It's interesting, and maybe you learn some stuff while you're here. Maybe you have a good time, and we live life in front of you. So that really it touched my heart because that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the top. I'm going for it all. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how it's going to happen. But people ask me, how can you help support the channel? What can I do? I want to bless you on this journey. Just watch the show. Just watch videos. Give it a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. and tell your friends about it. Word of mouth is amazing. We have over 14,000 viewers of this show. I think people can get the word out if you try. If you try and you say, hey, I've got a guy on YouTube that you should watch, pretty entertaining, and he has all the right information. And whatever they want to ask, they can ask. Like this guy asked me about Bed Bath & Beyond. Ask it, dude. I know more about that company than the people that talk about it. Those people that pump it, I know more about it. I know more about AMC than the people who pump it. I know more about GameStop than the people who detract from it or who say it's terrible. I study all day. That's what I do, and I want to do that because I enjoy it. The slides are getting me hyped. Yeah, I know. The video, everything. I think I really did break this damn. I've had enough of this damn. It makes too much noise, guys. I can't concentrate with this damn thing. All right. You're out of here, buddy. You did the job for the year that I had you. You did the job. All right. Time for my other chair. All right, hold on. Time for my other chair. No problem. Let's get it in here. Oh yeah, hey, what's up? You there, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah. Not somebody you've probably seen. Not somebody you've probably seen before in the in the chat. I'm
I'm
in
I got my other
workers.
stool, man. I had to. Oh yeah, I haven't had this stool in a while. Whew. Oh, there we go. I got it. All right, let me make sure that we have you loud enough and everything. All right, what's up, bro? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? Speak on it.
I've been a long time viewer. Haven't talked in the chat at all, but I've been watching. I've found you. I'll be honest. I found you through the. I don't know if you remember. It was the Folding Ideas video on.
The 3-hour video about nothing.
And it's still a video. I know you'll disagree with me on this, but it's a video I largely agree with, and to this day, still respect. But I've been listening to what you've been saying about GameStop, right? And I'll be honest. I started watching the video just to laugh at you because I thought it was pretty fun. But obviously watching tens of hours of your content, I start to get to filter what I think at least matters and doesn't. And I was wondering one question that I've had for a while is GameStop. They seem to be detracting. What do you see as the future of GameStop? Because they seem to, over the past couple of years, have been detracting from their main business a lot. I like the direction they're going. I think that a lot of the values are underestimated. Because even if you just look at the book value, I don't see any reason why you would ever value a company under the assets minus liabilities. But what do you see as the long-time future of GameStop? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't really see a future for them in physical stores anymore. It seems like a online retailer, and the power packs look amazing, and I think they can make a lot of money, but I don't really see a space for them in the physical store anymore.
I'm trying to take everything in. You said a lot. One, you say it looks amazing. GameStop, the power packs.
Yeah. I think power packs. Listen, people love gambling. Power packs, it's just gambling, and gambling is just a fantastic way to make money. But I think as far as GameStop's done it, they've done it in a way that is as low margin as it can possibly be, while still being, them having the house edge. And I really appreciate that. Just in general, as somebody who's pretty much very anti. I hate state lotteries, man. They piss me off. The edge the state has compared to casinos and stuff makes me mad. Yeah, it's the opposite of a free market. If any company could run a state lottery, it scratchers and the general lotto, it would be close to 95% at least. And you see the edge on state lotteries is 30 to 40% for the states.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Money for
How's that a
education,
bad thing?
but it's been proven that doesn't work. It's just antithetical to the free market, restricting who can make lotteries, and then using your monopolistic power to maximize the odds for yourself.
Right? And they have,
state lotteries. Every state has their own lottery, but in each state, generally speaking, the state has a monopoly.
So as they increase the rates for state lotteries and the results of them, they've increased the prize money as well. It'd be one thing if they had one total that they allowed you to make, Okay, and there was no progressive total, right? This is the whole idea of lotteries: is you get more interest as the progression gets bigger. Then there's more people, and the odds don't change. If I buy $1 or $2 for a ticket, I have the same odds as the next person. And I don't. It's not that I'm playing a different lottery. There's so many more people that play this one. I'm not playing against the people. I'm playing against the probability of numbers. But the progression gets bigger. Therefore, the incentive is bigger. And in all actuality, you're not going to win. We get that. But what's the end game? It helps out, education. That's not a problem for me. I'd rather pay taxes and I know where the money's going. It's going to education than pay taxes and not know where it's going. But let's get back on the subject here. GameStop, and you give that moniker, like you give it that title, like they're gambling. You're incorrect, and I want you to start that out. Okay, you started this conversation to tell me that you watched Folding Ideas documentary. It was 3-hour gibberish, and at that time, people believing in Moas or what did he call me? He called me a 2-bit peddler as far as like trying for international fame or something to that effect. Has nothing to do with any of that. If you watch that documentary today, it has zero ground to stand on. We're talking about a company that's profitable. We're talking about a company that has $9 billion, a company that's transitioned and pivot with the times, and it was growing. It was a turnaround story, but Ryan Cohen has won. We've all won. We're winning right now in front of you. It's just, are you going to go ahead and give us this prize? Right? Okay. It's on our own accord, however much we buy. But that documentary has no foot. It can't stand. Let's talk about lotteries and let's talk about gambling. When I put money into a machine at the casino, which I live by 7 Indian casinos, do you know how easy it is for me not to be greedy, for me not to have a gambling problem? It's very easy because you've seen people ruin their lives around you and do it. So me coming to GameStop, and I have a lot of reservation. I'm like, I'll just buy a $25 power pack and see what it is. But do you know what the end of it is? I don't lose my $25. If you go put money into the lottery and you don't win the lottery, you don't get the main prize. Okay, go. You didn't win. Your money's gone forever. You go to the casino, you put a $20 bill into the machine. You didn't win. Your money's gone forever. If I go here and I buy a product, they're going to give me a product back. That product might not be worth the money that I paid for it, but it appreciates in value over time. This is a collector's universe. If you are buying product and it goes up in value and appreciates over time, that's not taking something from someone. That's giving someone the opportunity. And yes, there is excitement drawn around it, but you're not going home empty-handed. That's the difference with what GameStop's affording any collector out there. People are getting product and they're able to house it for free. It's tax-free when you buy it, and they're going to safeguard it for you. You want to know what that's worth? That's worth an infinite amount of money. And when I do choose to sell it, I can click on eBay. I don't have to take GameStop's offer, the instant offer. Even GameStop's instant offer sometimes is beat out triple the price what eBay offers you the next go around right after you say no. You just don't understand the concept of that part because there's so much, how can I attribute something negative to GameStop? That's the camp you're living in right now. So tell me if I got this wrong.
No. I want to be clear. I want to be very clear. I respect GameStop a lot. I think Ryan Cohen has done genuinely great work in turning around the source of the company. Like you asked me what I thought the company was going to do 6 years ago, it would have been like, it's going to die.
That's ridiculous.
Within like a couple of years. I have a great amount of respect for GameStop. However,
the company's going to die?
To say 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
No, 6 years ago.
I was here 5 years ago. So was the company going to die
2019.
then?
5 years ago?
How would the company die 6 years ago? Do you know what launched 6 years ago? The PlayStation 5.
No, we'll launch 6 years ago.
How does a company that's cyclical on launches of hardware, and that's what stimulates software, right? Collectibles is a whole nother avenue. But we're talking about a business model that placates around a 7-year swing. So they have exactly 7 years to go ahead and destroy the company, make it what it's not, put out the bad news, and then guess what? It's not the next Blockbuster anymore. Now it's the up and coming because it's selling Switches Switch 2. It's selling the new handheld Xbox. It's selling, I guess, PlayStation 5s again without, supply chain shortage issues. And it's selling video games, whatever the producers of those video games put out. But you still need headsets. You still need controllers. And GameStop positioned themselves for the Switch. They got a CandyCon controller partnership before the Switch 2 even came out. They're prepared. So when they do sell a CandyCon controller and you don't want to buy that Pro controller for $80, $90, you want to buy the CandyCon, GameStop's getting better margins. This is a business. This is not feelings.
No, I absolutely understand. I just think I think there were quite a few years of cash burn, and I think the short squeeze in 2020 allowed them to raise enough funds to be able to. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they would have lasted longer, regardless of if they were able to raise as much capital as they were or not. But I think that was important in their turnaround. I think being able to raise the amount of money
they paid off
like
$800-900 million worth of debt. How much did they pay off? Anybody know? $500 million?
Yeah,
it wasn't a lot.
I don't know the exact amount. Yeah. But I mean, like, they continued to burn cash after, like, I think their first profitable quarter was, I want to say it was like 2023, right? And then a lot of the money that they made in profit was from interest, which they wouldn't have had they been.
Are
able
you
to
talking
raise,
about operation?
As much funds? Now, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm just saying they needed to burn cash for a while before they got into.
So what did they burn cash
operational
doing?
profitability.
Did anybody have an idea on that?
I mean, it was just generally speaking, their operations were at the moment until Cohen was able to slim up their operations a substantial amount. I just like they're like I could be wrong, but I believe their average store was losing money, was it not?
No. There's a lot to go into this, right? So GameStop was a company. It's been a holding company for a long time. The profit, right, or actually I would say the revenues stem from owning other companies like Sprint, like this. They used to have a cell phone company, Apple product company. They had a lot of different companies, even Funko Pop companies specifically. But let's go ahead and let's just break down what you just said, if I can. You said that they had a cash burn. If it's
2019 to 2020.
Free cash flow. In quarter 2 of 2021, they made $181 million free cash flow. Positive. Yeah, 181 million, 0.9 free cash flow.
How much of that was interest? I'm not saying that it wasn't important.
They didn't have
that
cash for interest until they started investing money. They didn't start investing money until like 2023. Interest. They paid interest. They paid $8 million and they paid $8.2 million. And look at this. I'm going to show you. I have it up on the screen right now because this is like, I don't like narratives. I don't like people just saying stuff. Like 181 was the cash that they actually brought in, cash, free cash flow. 2 quarters later, $137 million free cash flow. If you knew what was happening with this company, they're a profitable company. They were hiding expenses. Yes, the NFT marketplace didn't work out in their favor, and they paid for it. But that's not it. They had a $500 million free cash flow from 2023 and 2023, quarter 3 and 4 in 2023. $500 million free cash flow. We knew then. I was making videos then saying, hey, guess what? They're actually a profitable company. You just don't know it yet because they're hiding their expenses in their SG&A. I don't know if you ever saw those videos of mine, but I said them. And guess what happened? Then they started making interest. After they had the $500 million, okay, at $500 million, then they started making interest. Look at this. Interest right here. Interest and income started right here. It was 2023, quarter 3 and 4. That's when they started making money. Right there. This is not the story that you've been told. This is not a company that was going to go bankrupt. That was my point. They weren't going to fall apart. They were never going to go down into the ashes. It's never going to be GameStop's story. And the reason why it's never going to be their story is because $1 billion at GameStop, you could run this company for years with $1 billion. $1 billion, you can run it for years because the cash burn is not there and they actually make a profit. So even then, even in 2021, they were still making a profit and they had free cash flow. So if they had free cash flow, which they did, and they were still making operational profits, and they were hiding them by hiding their expenses in there. And I've shown that before. And now recently it just got shown because of the way they file their stuff. But here's my thing. If we know that they were positive and they were fine and they had $1 billion to their name, and you're saying the only reason why they didn't go under is because they raised money, because we helped them raise money and they have $1 billion. Okay, good. Wall Street has helped them raise money, not us. Wall Street is buying every single share.
No.
So
Yeah,
if Wall
absolutely.
Street has backed
Absolutely.
GameStop $10 billion,
absolutely.
what the hell do you think's happening here? Why would you be skeptical? Why would you come in half-stepping saying, well, what's the plan? What's the future? This is the future. This is the plan.
Listen, I just don't know if I see, as far as I can tell, most of their a lot of their if you compare, I don't know, like let's say we compare the Nintendo. We don't have the details of the Nintendo Switch 2 launch fully yet, but if we compared the Nintendo Switch 2 launch to the Nintendo Switch 1 launch, I'm sure in terms of like profit from stores, I am specifically concerned about like how long
Yeah,
are
so
physical
you're
GameStop stores going to still
you
be a
don't
thing?
know
'Cause it
retail,
feels like,
huh? Like you don't know the retail
Sorry?
as a business. Like you don't work in retail?
I mean, no, I've
No,
worked in
but I mean,
retail
do you
for a year or
like
two.
work on the business side of retail, like the management side? Okay, so
No,
that
no.
tells me a lot. What you just said was like such a novice statement to make. You're saying you want to know the sales of Nintendo Switch. You don't want to know the sales of Nintendo Switch 2. You know, I can show you the sales. I already have Nintendo's number. They're up 128%. But that's not the issue here. What you have to understand is, did we over order? Did we under order? How much inventory did we bring in? What did we sell? How did we upswing it? Did we sell more memberships? Did we sell more inventory, i.e. controllers, accessories, all of that? What were we selling, warranties with it? There's other aspects to this launching of a product. And it's the one product that, yes, I buy it initially on hardware, but it's the return product. It gets you back to the store with every game release. So the value of the Switch 2 is not just the launch day number and the number you see now. You're talking about launching in summer. It's just an early launch to get early buys. Everyone's going to buy it come November, December. So don't try to judge GameStop off of top-line revenue for what's equating right now. We're a cyclical company. We actually have seasonality built in. Yes, we do make a profit every quarter now, and that's because collectibles and the transition and the pivot of that and the margin difference. This is why GameStop's so profitable. You keep asking, what are they going to do? What are we going to do? We're just waiting for distributors to come out with more product. They're coming out with games, we buy them. You give me something, I'm going to buy it. If I give you San Andreas 6, guess what happens when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out? Everybody buys a PlayStation 5 to play it. They buy a new Cube to play, or a new Switch 2 to play it. They buy a new Xbox to play it. But they're all sitting on their old 360s, and they're all sitting on Wii's and PlayStation 4s because you haven't given them a reason to buy something. But you will, and they're gonna return again and again and again. This is a forever thing. This is a 10-year run. You have to know the cycles of gaming to understand who's going to be there for it. But what took away from gaming for so long? WoW took away from gaming, and Fortnite. It is not what you think. This is not hey, the physical is not needed and people don't want it. Everybody wants it. It just so happens that every now and then you get a flash in the pan. Fortnite came in, rechanged the whole world. It absolutely did. But if I shut down Roblox and I shut down some other stuff and I release some other, guess what? Now we're in the fold. Now we need it. Now we need NCAA 26. Now we need Madden again. Now we need more physical. But that's the truth of it. People are living in a world of being told what the truth is rather than seeing it for their own eyes. We're not the next Blockbuster. We're the next everything. We've transitioned, we pivot, and you look at this PSA partnership and power packs. Until you give that value, and I'm talking about value, zero value has been given to that on Wall Street. Nobody's giving it value. You can announce, hey, CoreWeave got bought out by NVIDIA. They bought more shares. That's not a partnership. That's just buying their security. And all of a sudden, boom, they go up in value. Everybody's going to merge. Everybody's going to do these partnerships. They go up in value. Everybody gets valuation. They get something on the tip. They get a multiplier. We get nothing. Warren Buffett goes in and buys shares of UHM, of United Healthcare. And guess what? Goes through the roof, goes up another 13, 15, 17% because he bought shares. They didn't do the business any better. The business is the same. I'm telling you the business is better. The money's deeper. And the the content's there for you to not question it, but to go with it. But there's skeptics like you that watch Dan Olson. How could you ever believe that manufactured pub piece? It's a hit piece. Do you not know the difference? Tell me where the documentary comes out and says, this is how great GameStop is. Show me that documentary. I'll show you 7 ones that show you it's a hit piece and that they're a terrible company and this is what happened and why, rather than the one that shows you why they're still here and they're still churning a profit. I'm here every night and day, and I'm never going to go away. That's what's the truth of it all. But ask yourself, do you know a better investment in retail than GameStop? In retail.
In retail? No.
You can't.
No,
you can't
absolutely
because
not.
they're innovating, they're progressing, transition, the pivot, it's here, and they're not in the S&P 500. When they get into the S&P 500, not if, when they get into the S&P 500, it's going to transition and shift the way they fight this stock. You can't short it. You can't collateral against it. You have to go with it. You're not going to short the S&P 500 just to get to GameStop when they're in it. You can't short the underlying asset. Believe it or not.
Listen, I mean, GameStop stores have gone down. Like the number of stores, I am very bullish on GameStop as a company. I am just very skeptical of their future in physical retail stores. I mean, over the last decade, we've seen their stores like cut in half. And even under, I recall watching videos of you where you praised Ryan Cohen for closing international GameStop stores because the cost of operating.
It's not the cost
high.
of operating.
I am like,
listen, and I don't mean to cut you off, but
no,
the conversion ratio to the U.S. dollar is what costs you your company. That's what happens here. It's a U.S.-based company with the conversion that's not going to be in your favor. So to run international occupation or operation, it's really hard for U.S.-based companies. If you come within the walls of the U.S., what we call the continental United States, the 48 states, if you come inside, you're going to find profit. You're going to find profit because you're protected. You're protected by this tariff-free environment. You're protected by this administration, but you keep saying you like something, you're bullish, you're this and this, but then you're on the back, you're back speaking it. You're not believing in it. I don't need it to tell me what it's going to do. I just have to believe in it. Believe that they're going to make the right decision. That's how investing goes. I'm trusting Ryan Cohen with my money. But of course, you want me to explain it to you and show it to you? Let me tell you something about closing down GameStops. It wasn't just GameStops. On that tally sheet that shows you it's a GameStop, there were other companies that ran under the moniker, under the total that says GameStop. But hey, they closed this many GameStops. It's not just GameStops. There's other stuff in there. Go look at the 10Ks and the 10Qs. Read them. I read them. But all that revenue at the top was not just video games and hardware. That's not what they were selling. So when you come down to the nuts and bolts of it and you break it down, you find out America's been profitable for years. It was hiding expenses in the SG&A on the U.S. side, subtracting from the international stuff. So as they sell it off, you're looking at $300 million coming on cash to GameStop over the next 3 quarters. Cash, based off of their sale of the French operation and the Canadian operation already hit the books. So you're talking about $500 million in cash, and they already have 9.1. Are you giving them value for Bitcoin? They bought Bitcoin, they got in, they have it, they can hold it forever, they don't have to mess with it, but they bought enough Bitcoin to back every physical asset that this company carries. That's a good thing. How deep do they want to go into this PSA package and buy cards or the partnership, and how does it all work? We don't know the inner workings of this. We don't know if it's just the 6% on the cash deal itself that they take in. If they're taking profit there, remember, they have a margin of victory when they buy it from you, and they say that we're buying it for 90%. Oh, good. Well, it also looks like they're actually taking 6 additional percent on top of that. What about if they're getting any commission for sending the cards via PSA and eBay when they're selling? We don't know the foot traffic for the click-through. We don't know it all. We don't know the dollars that are being spent on Power Packs. They're all attributed to the top-line revenue of PSA, or if they're going to the top-line revenue of eBay or GameStop. We don't know. But what we do know is that it's attracting people and new eyes and new investors to the stock and the company because institutional ownership has increased 10% over the last quarter. And if you think institutions can find 10% of this company at that raw-ass price of $23, I'll remind you that they sold 145 million shares recently for a good amount of money, 135 million shares, whatever it was, at an average of $28 a share. And they did bond offerings of over $4 billion at $29 a share. So there's no way on God's green earth this stock is $22 and $23. You are getting it at a discount. And that discount is just bare bones, cash per share, plus, I guess, 1 or 2 on a PE. There's just no way you can tell me that it's not worth this. And when earnings come out in a little bit, they come out in a month. When these earnings hit the tape, guys, less than a month, when they hit this tape, be ready. We always have to stay ready. We have to get ready. We have to be ready at all times because GameStop can take off at any time, and it absolutely will. Listen, when I say these things, I believe them. Right? I'm not just saying it to sensationalize and have people cheer and clap and all that. No, I believe this wholeheartedly because I understand math and I understand the business of it. The business, what GameStop's pushing out. I'm not second guessing it at all. You need product to sell to me. And all you had was PSA graded cards on a website and I started buying them and the margins went up. That's all we were doing. Now we have power packs in conjunction with that and it's going to go up even further because it's not going to cost you guys. Now you have annualized on PSA grading cards, PSA buying cards, and power packs are here. So you have taught your shopper how to do this cyclically. Additionally, Pokemon cards every weekend on the launch. They stopped selling Pokemon cards through the week and only set it up for Friday, Saturday. And they tell them, we're going to launch them Friday, Saturday, sell out the shelf, and get back to it. That's what GameStop is doing. They can then target personnel and controllables for those said days. Hey, on this day, I'm going to have 2 employees. This day, I'm going to have 3, whatever you may be. You can now focus, and a lot of companies do this. You see where you can cut, you see how you can adjust, and you get ready for the season that is. This is what's really happening with GameStop. It is transitioning, pivoting, and it's capturing all those early dollars that people don't know about. They don't know about these dollars because you know what, guys? Christmas is going to come. Thanksgiving, Black Friday is going to come, Cyber Week's going to come, and you're going to be all tapped out on power packs. You know, all my money's in power packs right now. You know what? Let me get a card sent home to me so I can give it to somebody as a gift. That's what's going to be happening. People are going to be shopping now for then. I'm excited for GameStop, period. I don't know how you're not jumping through your skin for it, but as far as physical stores go, you're always going to need them. You're always going to need them because somebody has to come up, somebody wants to talk to somebody wants to submit. This is exactly what Amazon tried to do. Amazon did it backwards. Amazon did the e-commerce only, then tried to go buy up physical footprint, and they did it wrong. They overspent. They over-opened. They didn't know how to do it. They can't even transition past it. They're having that same simple issue right now. GameStop's the complete opposite. GameStop's only going to keep strategic locations open. They still have a spider web all over America. They still can get the product to you within 24 hours, and they are winning. That is the truth.
You make a good point. I am still not confident that. I don't think the future of GameStop is retail. I think the future of GameStop is online. And again, especially, the power packs are phenomenal. I cannot think of a more profitable venture they could have possibly launched. But yeah, I mean, just like since I moved to California, the 2 closest GameStops to me have closed, right? I personally think they could further consolidate how many GameStop locations they have. And I feel like the amount of, you need GameStop locations, obviously. PSA grade cards is a big one in terms of how they're making money right now, and that requires physical locations. But if I look at a map of, say, all the GameStops in Los Angeles County, I feel like they could close half of them, and it still wouldn't prevent them from making as much money from their physical their ventures that require physical locations as possible. I feel like there's a move from smaller individual locations that are spread all across the country to bigger, a handful of bigger locations spread out in major areas. I don't know, a good comparison is maybe an Apple store in terms of how many locations.
Yeah, have you ever seen where they put Apple stores?
Malls.
In really
malls.
Expensive commercial real estate spots. Do you know where they put GameStops? anywhere.
I mean, in my experience, they are not in very different places. Often in actual malls as well. They do have like freestanding.
Do you know how much it
locations more
costs?
often.
Like to put up a GameStop with minimal product, probably 1,000 or 2 square feet. Not even that. You can get a GameStop up and running and making you profit, and it probably costs about $500 a month on lease.
I mean, every location isn't
What do you
necessarily
mean?
profitable. Like, I don't think they close the two closest. I don't think they closed the two closest locations to me because they were profitable, but like not profitable enough or something. I'm willing to bet everything I have.
I don't think
those
it's
were
even
unprofitable
possible to not
locations
be
that they closed.
profitable.
And I feel like as time,
Like, I don't think you... Do you know real estate? Commercial real estate?
you don't. I'm sorry. Are you telling me that they closed the two closest?
No, they
locations
close
to
them
me for
because
no
their
reason?
contract's up.
They had profitable
Right.
locations and they closed them.
So if a contract's up and you don't want to sign off at the new interest rates, maybe you don't know them. Do you know them? The Fed rate? Right? Commercial real estate. I don't want to sign a contract right now because it's just too much. Commercial real estate.
Okay. I mean, that would be
No.
an unprofitable location.
No.
That
Did
would
you
be
not
a
hear
move into
Ryan?
unprofitability
He said it's not
because rent
about
jumped too high.
what you pay, it's why you would pay. What's the smart pay for you? Like, you guys have to factor in location is one thing, but without a doubt, it's contracts expiring. And I think even the one on Fairfax and 3rd, they just switched it. Before it was a different location, and they put it right downtown, right across from the Grove. They could be in the Grove. They could afford in the Grove, but no, they bought across the street. You still get the foot traffic, but you got the best location possible. Like, strategically speaking, there are certain things you do in commercial real estate. Like, you don't re-up a lease if there's not a bus stop next to it. You putting one out by the freeway and traffic and transit traffic and saying, we might just get some right here because we're next to a Sam's Club. That's not the way it works. You have to have so many other factors worked in. But if you're not tapped in for 6 years, 5 years, 3 years, the reason why we have so much restructuring is because our contracts expired on these facilities, which we knew already about because we read 10Ks and 10Qs. And when you read the 10K, it said, hey, 1,200 GameStops are up for renewal. Guess what? They closed half of them in the U.S. So without a doubt, you're going to close them because the contract's up and the interest rates are where? This is not the time to expand or to hang on to things and renegotiate and re-up when the profit's not there. The margin's not there for this new same said percentage point. So you'll wait till the Fed drops rates. You'll wait till this economy resets. You'll wait till things get cheaper. And then you'll expand. You guys keep thinking GameStop's like this dying company that wants to just evaporate into the internet. That's not, I'm telling you, you can't do it that way. And I'll tell you why you can't do it that way. Because then you have to build infrastructure for fulfillment centers. And you're not going to want to build a warehouse of 200,000 and a freight. You're not going to want the logistics. You're not going to want to freight it all palletized. You wouldn't know how to operate that, maintain it as far as inventory goes, shrink, everything you have to do. You have to hire and train new people, new things, new companies. Why? When all I have to do is have a mom and pop at entry level, I have people wrapping and stamping and sending shit out. I'm getting PSA graded cards faster than PSA could ever get them out because they're going through GameStop. We're sending things to the vault. We don't even need it in on-site physical hands. But I'm just saying, and I'm just talking about cards. You're talking about actual, like, consoles? You think people buy consoles through the mail? Is that what your belief is? I guarantee you more people buy them physically because they want to go grab them. They don't want them broken in transit. They don't want to be home to sign the certificate when they get there. That's the truth of it. But this is why Best Buy exists. Tell me when Best Buy is going to go out of business, and I'll be right there. Matter of fact, Best Buy only sells physical product, okay? Mainly physical product when you walk in that store. TVs, computers, video, everything. Tell me when they're going away. And their appliances as well. I just would love to know. They could do it all online. You need the physical. You need the physical because it's a branding. It reminds you. It reminds you when you drive by, shit, I got to go to GameStop. Oh, where do they have Pokemon cards at? Well, if you go online, you think people are going to want to buy Pokemon cards online? Oh, the bots buy them all and then you don't get them physically? The kids want to be there and hold the pack in hand. Everything's a physical world. Somebody lied to you guys, man. Somebody lied to you and told you that, hey, I only want to buy things online. I don't want the physical. They're lying to you. Without a doubt, I want every single video game behind me. Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I bought a Switch too. Not at I wasn't able to get a reservation at GameStop, unfortunately, so I did go to Best Buy.
You
but
just made my point for me.
Switch too, yeah.
You just made my point for me. You made it for yourself, really.
I think that I actually what Best Buy's been doing. I don't know if it's different in your area, but in my area, what Best Buy's been doing. They've been renovating their stores and turning them into like half physical stores and half basically logistics centers. And I think closing down stores around me. And I think that you seem to, correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to think that they will expand. There will be more GameStop locations in the future. They will continue to expand as it becomes more affordable to do so.
I think that GameStop has a branding and a calling that's bigger than anyone wants to give them credit for. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I think that if you keep the physical, however many you plan on keeping, because you said eventually it'll evaporate. No, that's not the way this works. That's not the way the world works. I'm telling you. Ask Amazon.
I think this.
Ask them.
I mean, Amazon seems. I actually like Amazon's. I work for Amazon at the moment, and I like Amazon's system a lot. I think that. I think that they have their handful of physical locations when people have that need to actually talk to somebody via Whole Foods, Amazon Fresh, Amazon Go, etc. But I think that is the way of the future. I do not think. Don't get me wrong. People do care about going to a physical store and they value that. But I think that ultimately, if it brings the price down, a lot of people would rather do digital or just convenient. Like physical cartridge sales have been more or less eradicated just because of the convenience. I mean, also by pushing of the companies, but because the convenience of not dealing with that. A lot of people still value physical games and will value them forever. But I think that digital. I think that a lot of people value the convenience of online marketplaces and digital products more than, on average, more than they value the physical locations. And I think GameStop is going the way of Best Buy or Amazon in terms of like consolidating the amount of locations they have and turning them into like physical locations for pickups and drop-offs and stuff like that, but not as stores. I
don't know. I don't think you put value on the people. That's what I think. I think that you don't know your shopper, you don't know your investor. That's what I think.
Perhaps I'm in the wrong.
You're an Amazon employee. I mean, you see it in your viewpoint. Retail. You're skewed. You know who I work for. No, but
I'm not an investor in Amazon. I'm an investor in GameStop.
My employer. You understand my viewpoint. Physical versus online, e-commerce. I understand it very well. The issue that you're coming to grips with right now is there are two separate motors here. There's a legacy business, and then there's a tech business. You see, I can go to Amazon physical stores. I can't do it on my app. I can't do it online. I can't go and see, how much of this do they have at this Amazon Fresh store? What are their on hands? There's no omni-channel for Amazon physical. The omni-channels for Amazon e-commerce. Omni-channel marketing and sales it doesn't really show you the synergies and trends instantly like GameStop does. GameStop has something going on right now, and the fluid of both platforms, e-commerce, power packs, physical store, everything is running together. I've never seen a synergy at any type of physical retail company like I do at GameStop. None. And I study it and I work in it in the industry for a living. And I have for a very long time. And I've never seen it in my life. Remember these two letters, UI and UX. You know what they stand for. A lot of people do. At times I've gotten confused. User interface and user experience. Okay? The power packs have changed the way you will collect cards. And it gives you this experience, and And you can't mimic it. I've looked at every website. I've gone around to everybody. Nobody has the branding and the style that GameStop has. You're always going to have the physical. You're always going to need the physical. I promise you that. And GameStop's found a way to get it to you faster than Amazon. GameStop delivered my headset that's right behind me, right here, in 1 hour. Amazon can't do that. Only GameStop can. And that was me going online, buying the product, and getting it from the physical location, sent to me, delivered to me, in my face. This is how it happens, guys. There are people, this young man included, that are stuck in an archaic way of thinking. You have not transitioned with your investment or the skeptic that you have towards it. You should be writing Ryan Cohen, and you should be saying thank you. Thank you for doing the unthinkable with Chewy.com. Thank you for understanding that you have transitioned with other companies, whether it be Blue Nile and diamonds, or you did it with Zulily and women's apparel and children's clothing. Now you have pet products, premium pet products, $50 pound of dog food delivered to a front door, cat litter, 40 pounds delivered to a front door, and they did it for less than Amazon. Now we go into the next phase. We go into transition for collectibles and video games, and this is a really niche product. But how can you expand it to everyone? How can you make it valuable to everyone? Give me the product and I'll buy it. I've always said that this investment group that is GameStop investors, all they're looking for are things to buy and do at GameStop. If GameStop sold watermelons, we'd buy them all out. If they sold orange juice, we'd buy it all out. They're selling PSA graded cards. What the hell do you think we're about to do? We took them and we took every single card they had. We bought every power pack, physical power pack. We bought them everything. We were at 9,400 cards. We're down to 2,700. They're going to hit us with power packs again. We're okay with it. We're going to buy them all. And that's going to tick up the number, and it's going to keep pushing the envelope. And we're going to have great quarter after great quarter, valuable quarter. It's not a seasonal business anymore. It's not cyclical. I just don't know how people, investors, cannot be 100% behind GameStop when that's all they've ever done. All they've ever done was transition, pivot, and do the right thing for you as an investor. They've done that since Ryan Cohen got there. I'd be behind them 100%.
With Power Packs specifically, what would you say the role of physical
Say that
stores
again?
is in those? With Power Packs, what's the role of
have
physical
you bought
stores?
a power pack? Okay. No, I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about physical. Okay. So there are physical power packs. They're repackaged slabs, and they have additional 2 packs in them, and or 3 at one point, but 2 additional packs of Pokemon cards together. You have the option. You have the ability to win something huge, or, you win a moderate card. But the 2 packs, you won't know what's in them, so you always have that chance. There's that gamble, and then you have that card that could be anywhere up to a $400 card on a power pack that they sell for $50. So, yeah, I think it's awesome that they have the physical power packs. Remember, the excess of cards that are turned in and bought for value, they then in turn put them into power packs and allow you to buy them in the store. They repackage the cards. So yes, they give people time, months, to shop online and pick the cards you want, hunt and peck. They keep the most valuable ones online, or the ones that are churning and burning. The ones that they can't sell, they go sell them in power packs. And that's it. It's an infinite business model, and it's been awesome. Physical is where it's at. That's my point.
Yeah, but the digital power packs are almost certainly a substantially lower cost for them to run, right?
You don't know that.
I don't know
That's
what
an
their
assumption,
operational
but
cost is on each.
Over time, I'm sure. But what would it cost to build this engine? What did it cost? Who did you have to pay? What programmers? What algorithm did you have to buy? And then who's monitoring it? And who are you paying to monitor the systems? You're paying a lot of money for this. This ain't free. But yeah, eventually the margins are going to work out in your favor.
But on like a per item basis, over time, would you agree that the online power packs are cheaper for them to run and also a lot easier for customers to access?
That's another thing. Like, of course, It's easier for them to access. We get that part. Like I told you, this is one product. This is one product in a scheme of the whole world, but you have to have the inventory to run it. You have to have all the partnerships with Stripe and with PSA, and everybody needs to be working fluid together. This just doesn't happen. And that's why it's in a beta mode right now. But you don't know the margins. You don't know what they're getting per transaction. Nobody knows the numbers. So to assume something, you don't know. All you know is that you like it and everyone else likes it. That's all you know. That's what I know. But there's some people that don't like buying PSA graded cards. They don't like buying slabs. They want to rip their own packs open, and they want to go ahead and get it raw and go get it graded themselves and collect it that way. There's a lot of people like that. Why would you want to leave it to chance and random that you might get something that you don't even want? But then again, there's something that you might not know that you want. This is speed dating. You like speed dating? Or you like going to church and meeting a wholesome girl? Which one do you like?
I guess the latter between the two.
Cool. Well, bro, I really appreciate your time coming in. I really like this conversation.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You did. You gave me some new perspectives on things and told me some
That's
stuff.
cool,
I didn't know,
man.
which
That's
I
cool.
do appreciate.
I hope you do well with your investment. You say you caught the show after Dan Olson. You still watching those failed documentaries, bro?
I think we're just going to fundamentally disagree on the purpose. I am still 100% subscribed to Dan Olson's,
well, there you go.
Documentary on
You're
GameStop
100% subscribed to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then maybe you can make a change. Maybe your life's changing right in front of us. I didn't get your name. What's your name? Sam. Oh,
Sam.
You're Sam in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm not in the chat. Oh.
No. I'm not in the chat. I think I've sent a grand total of 0 messages
No,
in
that's
any
cool,
chat
Sam.
or
Hey, Sam,
comments.
can I tell you something, bro?
Actually, no, I left a comment on.
There's so many people
the
that
other day.
hide and lurk, and they're afraid to come up here and have this conversation. I just want to thank you for not being one of those guys tonight. You're making my life a better place. Hey, let me ask you one question before I stop all this. What do you think about my new venture about going full-time YouTube? How do you like that?
Oh, I didn't hear that you were going full time.
Oh,
I didn't hear that you were going full time.
Here.
Oh, that's
The hell? Have you not seen me?
Oh, that's like you.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to make a true transition, meaning a pivot that I can't come back from, or we're weighing out all the pros and cons. Not that I would ever quit my job, but just making this a priority.
If I was in your position, I think you have. I mean, correct me. I don't want to accidentally say something I learned that wasn't supposed to be public information. But my understanding is you have a very stable job at the moment with a very solid company, and I would be very reluctant to lose that.
There you go. That's a pretty good point to make. You know, kind of like how you invest. You might as well buy ETFs instead of buying one security, bro. I'm on. There you go.
My Roth IRA is completely ETFs.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it, man. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm pretty confident on this. I've been thinking it through, talking to the wife, and we're at a point where, I mean, I have enough saved up to where I can really give this an honest go and see where we go with it.
Best of luck to you. Best of luck.
Me too, bro.
I really hope it works out.
If not, it's just life. It's like my wife told me. She said, "Baby, if it doesn't work, what? So we end up what? In a 2-bedroom?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "We've been there before." God, you gotta love that woman, man. Ride or die. Ride or die. Appreciate you, man. You take care.
Of course.
Peace.
See ya.
There's a good guy. There's a good guy that doesn't get it, but it's cool. Maybe he'll get it. Maybe he'll understand what we've been talking about this whole time. Oh, we got somebody next? Kerrigan's. Is that how you say your name? Kerrigan's? You got to mute the show if we're going to have this conversation, because then you'll always be on delay. Oh, there you go. What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I can see you. Do you want me to show you on the screen?
It's sort of, well, I'm a little running around.
Oh, you're coming
It's
in
sort
really
of,
broken.
I just,
Like,
yeah, thank you. I just wanted to thank you for all that you do. I just wanted to thank you for all that you do, Marantz. Like, you truly give your heart and soul into this, and I definitely appreciate you. I love it, and I appreciate all your time and efforts that go into this. I got some pretty cool cards off GameStop.
wow.
Got my Mike Trout right here. Got my Shohei Ohtani right here. I also got some of my old game
Wow.
Pokemon graded, and it was a great process there. Um, I have some of my Tops released some baseball Easter eggs I got in my background over there, and I just thank you for all that you do, Marantz. I really appreciate your time and
Appreciate
efforts
it,
on all
Kay.
this.
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely, and you inspired me, dude. I got a Switch. I signed up for the GameStop
Shit.
credit card. My heart's into this. I got in February 2021 when it dipped to about $40. I was caught up in the trades, the Lou, and all that. That algorithm brought me to you, and I've since stopped all that type of stuff and have been tuned into you since then. So I really appreciate that, and I just thank you for all your efforts because I know time is so valuable, and I really see you as a martyr, Marantz. Like I honestly do, and I say that in a good way. I was raised a Roman Catholic, and the martyrs are revered in our faith. And I honestly see you as that. So thank you for your time and
Means
attentiveness
a
to the
lot, brother.
situation.
Appreciate you, Rags, man. I'm trying my best, dude. I really am.
Absolutely, Marantz, and thank you for cutting out the bullshit. I will say that, pardon my French, but I did get caught up in the Matt Kors, Trace trades, all that type of stuff, and it really was bullshit. Even the sweet talking Lou, like all that was just a distraction to what GameStop is, and I've been through the ups and downs. I started my I got it in 2021, so my cost basis was 35 plus, and I'm happy to say I brought that down to under 2750. I wanted to get under that support, and I'm there now. I'm not quite where you are, but I've worked my way down to that under 2750 support, and I hope to get
Yeah, man. Hey, well,
even
you're a
closer
good-looking
down.
dude, so I'm sure you'll find you're gonna have a good life. I know they can't see you. I don't have you up on the screen right now, but I just want to tell you, man. It
Oh,
means
for
a
sure.
lot to me that there's some guys out there that've been watching the show for so many years, and they got the same info, and it proves we're all not wrong. Okay, that's the first thing. And I don't have to sell you on anything. The information's there for you to digest. The proof is in the numbers that you see, and then we just go here and we celebrate. That's what it is every night. So I really appreciate you, man.
Oh, absolutely, Marantz. I appreciate you. I got the Candy Con controllers. My partner got the Candy Con controllers, and I love this movement, and I love the power packs. I was actually fortunate enough to get on the beta of this past weekend, and
Be
I just
careful.
love where the company's going, and I'm all in with Ryan Cohen, and I appreciate when you say that. Trust the guidance. Don't inquire too much. Don't ask for too much, because we trust the guidance. And I'm a big baseball card fan, and also like I kind of hit with you on the trading cards because back in the late '90s, my father brought me into the X-Men, so I have tons of that Flair X-Men. I'm not sure if it's worth much or if GameStop's ever going to start grading them, but I have the Spawn comics, I have the X-Men from back in the early '90s, and I just love the artwork, and I'll keep it forever. But I would love if
Yeah, well,
GameStop got into
PSA
that
does it,
sector as
so
well.
we'll see where it all ends up. But that's awesome, man. We're all the same age. We're all the same cloth. We're just a couple of dudes that have children, and we're trying to figure it out and push out that. So I'm very proud of what I went through growing up and the way we grew up. And I just try to emulate that today with the crowd and the show that we have. So to all the dads out there and to all the real collectors and grinders and video game players, all of us, I just want to say thanks again, man. You look like you're ready for this moment and for this earnings report that's going to come out. We're excited about it. I am. You know that. and power packs. I was saying be careful because I'm telling you, it's a very special website. It's really awesome, but I just don't want people to get out of hand on there. If just do your best. That's all I can say.
Absolutely, we gotta have self-discipline, and I love when you said, "You show me how you do one thing, I know how you do everything." So I love that saying, and I continue to say that saying. And my little one's making some racket over here, so I'm gonna get off. But I truly love that saying, Marantz. So thank you, and
That's so awesome, dude.
thank you for
Hey,
your
you
time
just
and
killed it,
everything
man.
you do.
You beat the last guy by a mile. You're awesome, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, take care, brother. See you around, millionaire.
Have a good night, Marantz.
That's awesome,
Thank
dude.
you.
What a good ass dude. He you know what? I forgot I said that. I forgot I said it. Because I say a lot of things, right? And then it was like, yeah, you show me how you do one thing, and I'll show you how you do everything. And he's absolutely right. Marantz, something tells me he won't admit to make this his primary income like someone else. What are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Hold on. I gotta go read some chat here because there's a lot of chat here. These guys been killing it tonight. We've had a good show so far. I hope you guys like it. Let's see what it says here. Oh, there's a lot of chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I keep seeing pack lines at GameStop for collectibles. They're leaning into that more, and it already feels pretty hyped. Not sure why they would ever be an online only thing when they can upsell more. Correct, Saucy. Correct. You're walking up. You have the opportunity to do a lot of things with that up. That's all I'm going to tell you. GameStop will be a fever for consumers. Yeah, it will. GameStop should try international snacks. Maybe. I guess. I don't know what the hell that means. Is that code word? We don't do code words around here. Dude, I'm getting hungry, guys. I've been here all day. I haven't eaten. I had a little microwave bowl burrito. I'm saving my money. But we'll see how it goes. Physical stores for gaming and collectibles will never die. He been pulling punches the whole time. Yeah, you know what it is. I've never seen Marantz take it so easy on one of these MFers. Yeah, no, I'm a happy guy. You can't, Stacks, I'm going to tell you something about me and this channel. Like, you guys can't get to me. I cherish it. I protect it. And I just love what we're doing. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. This next earnings report, I'm telling you, that's how good it's going to be. It can change your life, and it's going to happen right now. I'm losing IQ points. Listen to that one dude. Yeah. This will absolutely bring in thousands of new card collectors into the fray. Digital versus physical. Some people like watching certain movies online in a dark room. Some of us like making movies in a dark room. Dude, whoever really does that, it doesn't talk about it, bro. All right? They just do it. Like, Rico really just posts shit. He just posted. He wasn't talking about, yeah, that was me. That's how I did it. A dinosaur did it. Physical has real value. Thank you. I find GameStop Power Packs is basically slot machines without having to pay the casino taxes. No, that's not true. Because you actually get a physical product back. You actually win something every time. Yeah, produce, what does it say? Yeah, produce at GameStop would be sweet. Yeah. What were you looking for, ma'am? Hi, my name's Tara, and I was looking for the cucumbers. Get out of here. He ain't bought shit. Exactly. Is this guy an investor? He must own like 2 shares, the same amount he knows. Now, tell me, bros. Again, come on. The guy watches Dan Olson, and then he says, yeah, and I still do. Yeah, that's what I watch. Got me to you, Marantz. Take a number. Dude lives in L.A., watches Dan Olson. That's all I got to say. And what was next? I watch Hannah, too. Push Start Arcade is a great mix of digital and physical. Thank you. It's the only mix. Stacks. So what you're telling me is that that's on your playlist? No. I smell maple syrup. I don't know. I didn't get that. I tried to, but I didn't get that. That almost sounded like Chuck Norris joke. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. Chuck Norris. My favorite Chuck Norris joke was Chuck Norris gave his father the talk. That was funny. I was like, what? Chuck Norris told his dad about the birds and the bees. That's just hilarious to me. That's like the best thing ever. You could also say it helps brand identity. Physical stores keep GameStop visible and relevant. Going online only risks them blending into just another e-commerce site. I mean, how could you find it other than spending money advertising? But I'll give you free advertising, GameStop. Somebody on the Meltdown wrote that. They said, Marantz should get paid by GameStop with all the free publicity and advertising he's done throughout all these years. I said, you ain't got to pay me nothing, baby. Nothing. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine. In this world or the next, I'm getting mine. When he goes off in the restaurant, you need people like me. You need people like me. So you can point your effing fingers to. Shut up, fool. Never. If you want to get rid of this guy, just bring in a leaf blower. Because he's weak. Yeah. Yeah. You said get it raw. Yeah, the cards are raw, bro. They're raw. Raw dog. Going to the light, young man. Okay, I'm still reading the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. You're live. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm live. Told you guys. We're here, bros. We're here. You're going to get me for a minute now. Let's see if you guys can handle the next. I already did 3 days of it. Let's see if you guys can handle another 4 days of it. It's the best thing to happen to YouTube and me. What? Me being here every day? Ah! I like hearing customer experiences at GameStop stores. Oh, me too, Endgame. This dude is killing. Yes, he is. He was an Angels fan, though. Come on, bros. A Mike Trout card and a Shohei Ohtani, and it was his rookie card. So you know he's a real Angels fan. Who's next? Mo Vaughn? Give me a break, bros. We're not Angels fans around here. And I'm barely a Dodgers fan. The best thing in life is a woman who will follow you through the toughest times. Tell me about it. I wonder if my wife's home. She hasn't even checked into the room with me because she's out there with my daughter talking. Let me check my messages. Maybe she said, "Baby, your food is ready." That's what I'm hoping. Hold on. Let's see. You don't know. My wife, she'll come home and make the best meal you've ever made. No messages. What the is going on? Oh no, we got a problem. Come sit in my lap, Adam Aaron. There you go. Yo, Marantz, is this the no Coke Zero effect? Effect? No, bro. Oh, no Coke Zero. Let me tell you. Coke Zero came out and said someone reported that Coke Zero is more dangerous than regular Coke. Like 40 times more dangerous to give you diabetes. No. I have a whole box of Pokemon cards from my kids back in the day. I need to see if GameStop will buy them. I might be sitting on some shares here. No, you're not. Because you need to get them graded before anyone's going to buy them. Go get them graded, and then maybe we buy them. Well, at least that's how GameStop is. You can sell them raw to some people. Ferocious defense of GameStop. Not one word can slide. Good. Yes. Catching up, this guy. Marantz just gave him the facts, and he's still questioning it. It's crazy. That's life, bro. Mexican Coke over Coke Zero. Mexican Coke has real sugar, cane sugar. Oh, hell, bro. That's the Coke in the bottle. All right? If you ever see Coke in a bottle, just run away from it. I went to a restaurant once, and they have all these different drinks. Jamaica. Yeah, horchata. Yeah. Oh, ¿quieres Coke? No. That's why the damn Mexican population has diabetes. All the drinks are just sugar. What's next? Kool-Aid. I mean, it can't do it. It's all sugar. You're going to die, bros. Sell me something. I've yet to go to a Mexican restaurant and they go, "Oh, mijo, I have some iced tea for you." Yeah, some unsweet iced tea. Not where I go. Not at all. Hell yeah, going to the dentist in Mexico tomorrow. I'm going to bring back a case. You guys are crazy. Mo Vaughn was a G, though. Go Boston, baby. Oh, he was a Boston Red Sox guy. My bad. Why did I say he was Angels? Oh, Mike Scioscia and the boys. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. He sucked. What do you think if Jerome Powell lowers interest rates? Shit will hit the fan? Yes. All right, guys. We're going to end the show right here. Is that what we're going to do? End the show right here? Hold on. Do I think we're going to hit the fan? Yeah, we're going to hit the fan, bro. With the broom and dust off all little dust bunnies. Let's go check to see what's happening here. You guys ready? Yeah, by the way, interest rates, when they lower interest rates, people are going to come out of securities and they're going to go back into bonds. Watch. They're going to start buying the bottom of shit. Because remember, short-term securities aren't going to get you to where you want to be. The interest rates are coming down. You're going to find a way to find more money, safe money, better money as the markets come down. We'll see who sells off. But hey, check this out. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Yeah, that one time I thought I was. So this guy went ahead and bought a card. right here, card ladder. He paid $50 and got a 2023 Pokemon collection card, Charizard. Wow. That's a nice looking card for $300. PSA 10. Whoa. So what do you do with that? You go and sell it for $300? Man, I wonder what GameStop offered him. But he take that PSA offer at $300. I paid $50, take $300 right now. That's crazy. What else did they pop today? Somebody got one of these right here, Pikachu, number 9, and a little gray felt hat. I think our boy Carter's Corner Pocket has a 10 on that right now. Barry Sanders rookie card was drawn. Okay. I guess. PSA 8. I guess. But you know how I feel about Barry Sanders. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't even make this up. The dumbass sports announcer or whatever she was talking on ESPN. And she's like, "Oh, Drewski, you're wearing a Sanders jersey. Obviously to talk about Shador Sanders, his great night he had. He was like, no, it's a Barry Sanders jersey. She didn't know who Barry Sanders was, bro. She didn't know who Barry Sanders was. That was crazy to me. Well, how do you get a job in sports and not know who the 5th best running back in the history of the NFL is? Barry Sanders. Oh, believe me, Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Eric Dickerson, Jim Brown, Barry Sanders. Yeah, the 5th best. It's easy like that. Don't at me. Argue with the wall. Don't at me on this one. Losers, man. This guy couldn't even score a touchdown. You've got mail. They sent out more. Look at these cards, bros. First edition. This boy right here got a card worth $21 from a $25 starter pack, $31. Who cares? Power Packs just reposted this. Yeah, who? Rick? Rick opened up 1,000 packs, bro. Look at this shit. A platinum power pack. Guess how much the 9 goes for? I have no idea. Bro. $250 to $350. You know what you do? You hang on to that. You hang on to that. Remember, the market for PSA 9s are not where it's supposed to be. It shouldn't be 10 is like 10 times more than a 9. There's barely any difference there. But that's what's going on right now. Just pay attention. There's a market for it all. God, don't put that on my screen. What the hell's wrong with you guys? My wife's like, what are you looking at? Nothing, babe. That was a fat Bed Bath & Beyond chaser. That's what that was. Okay, good. Okay. Let's see. And all I did was pick power packs, bros. Look at this. Odell Beckham Jr. autograph card. Let's see what happened here. They bought a pack for $100, and they got a $300 card. Odell Beckham Jr. Do you know how fast I would sell that card? I'd sell that shit, and I wouldn't take GameStop's price. I wouldn't take the $278. I would say, view the card in my election, and then I would sell it to PSA. I would make someone else buy that piece of crap. Any sports card, I'm not selling to GameStop. I'll sell them to the damn PSA or eBay, not GameStop. I don't want GameStop carrying dead weight. They could throw it back in rotation and give it away to somebody. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. Look at these cards, though, bros. Phenomenal. And some of these I keep. Some, nah. I'm chill. Yeah, no, we're good. Look at that 10 right there. KFC, a Kentucky Fried Chicken GameStop Reverse Hollow Charizard card. Wonder what that's worth. These are the new cards right here already, bro? Oh, it's an old school one. $485 on a gold pack. God, these guys are winning, bros. Not me. Bubble Mew, there he is, Carter. He got the Bubble Mew 10. Japanese Bubble Mew. I don't know what it's worth, but see that card right there? See this card right here, guys? PSA 10. GameStop's going to buy it for $72. Okay? That card right there in Japanese, which is less than English. I went and looked at Card.io, and they had it as a hit in their section. They're like, yeah, we'll buy it for a hit. And I was just like, bros, it's a hit in their stuff. Where is mine? I have one. Oh, I know where it is. It's right here. Boom. I've got it right here. Even if it's a 9, that was a hit on Card.io's website. But mine's I'm gonna go get mine graded. I'm just waiting to get paid. I'm a little tight on funds right now, so I'm waiting to get paid. When I get paid, I'm getting this graded. That's what I'm doing. Does it look like it's gonna? Do the margins look good? Does it look like it's a 10? Look like a 10 to me, guys. Looks like a 10 to me. Maybe it's cut a little. No. That's the light not doing it justice, bro. Trust me, it looked like a 10 to me. Yeah. Looks like a 10 to me, bro. I haven't even touched it, bro. Woo! Can't wait. Can't wait. So, sending that bad boy in. I got to talk to him anyway. I sent out 4 cards and they still haven't even shipped. So, I want to know what they're doing with my cards. They they bullshitting me. Here's the cards that I sold, guys. All the money's already hit my account. Okay? All this money. So, I spent a grand total of $125 on Power Packs. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to tell you that what I didn't spend or did spend. And I got back 80, 90, 110, and 100, and it's 123 basically. So I spent 125 and I got back 123. That's the God's honest truth. Okay, so I'm probably short about $2 after it was all said and done. That's after fees and everything. So the amount that I would have gotten, I would have got an additional $6. I would have got all back, so it would have been 84. Sorry. Been 84.60, 13.50 right there. That's going to be $85 plus 13, which comes out to 98. Add another 10 right there. That's going to be 108. Add the 20. That's 120 minus 127. So technically, I broke even. I put $125 in, and I got back $127. But after fees, whatever, I came out on the bottom side a couple of bucks. But if that helped GameStop churn the tables, then I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a moving product. I'm doing things. That's just me being consistent with my company and my investment. Oh, I didn't even show you guys right here. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Here I am showing you shit, and I'm not showing you. So was I not even showing you the power packs? What hit? Look at this. All the bubble mews, all this. I was showing all this stuff here. No, but I was showing was I have all these cards that I bought. And this is the value of them. And the value adds up to the price I paid. So I'm actually breaking even right now as I've been in the Power Pack section. I paid $125 and I got back $125. Easy work. The packs are here. Here's the hits. There's some added ones there from yesterday. These are good hits. If I go to the silver, oh my God, the card I want. Oh man. Oh, I love this card. Oh my God. And that's the Japanese version. I don't even care. If you get the real one, the old school one, it's worth like, I don't even know. Oh, man. That's like my favorite card, guys. That's my favorite card, but in this form right here. This one. Right here. 2019 Team Up. PSA 10. It's $9,000. That is my dream card. That is my dream card. Sun and Moon. Team Up 2019. And Latios and Lados or something. I just like the card. I like the way it looks. That's an awesome card. Is this that promo card that everybody's looking for right now? Everybody's looking for this shit because the dude who got him, he quit his job and took him, they said. Oh, man. Can you imagine? Oh, but these are good cards. I got to find $1,000. I got to get $1,000 to get in here and roll on it. Maybe I can get this card I want. If I spin for $1,000, bros. You just never know. Marantz is the real deal GameStop. Let's go. Thank you. This is the way, Drugel. I want to have one of my GME shares PSA graded. Yes. Bro, you ain't shared the screen, the whole screen. Damn, bro. Love the new level of engagement, Marantz. The effort is showing. Thank you, man. I'm doing my best. I'm thinking Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Eric Dickerson, then Emmett, then Barry. I guess Jim Brown, but he's just bigger and faster than everybody in the game. Walter, decent. Eric is the man, bro. People better start putting respect on Eric Dickerson. I don't want to hear no conversation without Eric in it. I've seen that Pikachu with the hat before. Thank you, Stacks. Dang, that's nice. Only way I see rates coming down at the next meeting is if the unemployment number rises. Yeah, oh no. Hey, let's just put it out there. I don't want rates to come down. Oh no. I want rates high, baby. Marantz, $10 a day. Rantz, what's goody? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, about $10 today of the stock. I can't afford much more. Yeah. I need everybody to watch every video. I'll put it that way. I'm working on something. I'm building up my views. I'm building up my following. I've been doing it one video at a time. Oh, my mom just texted me. Good. Hey, mama. I'll show you guys something. So let's see if I can renew this. Boom. Okay. So this will tell you how many views the channel has right here. Right there. 26,000 real-time views right now. 26,700 in the last 48 hours, right? That number was 8,000 when I started on Friday. So I wanted to increase. If I can hold 25,000 every 2 days, that means that we'll be doing 500,000 views, essentially. I think something like 15 times 25. I don't even know. 300,000 views, I think, something like that. 300,000 views a month and I've done it before. I've done 300,000 before. I just got to keep going. Where's those Dorito lime chips at? You put me onto those. I don't know. I don't have them right now, bros. I haven't eaten anything all day. Literally, I had like these little microwavable burritos. I didn't eat today. I didn't do anything. I was just here grinding with you, following charts, making videos. Please, if you guys want to love the channel, support me, however you guys want to do it, what we've been doing for so many years, now's the time. So watch my show, like and subscribe, do your thing. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just keep pumping it out. Keep doing what you do, and I'll do my part. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's get it. Peace.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.